everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Kristen, and today we are doing the first ever Q&A video here on my channel. So I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who submitted questions. I put a post on Instagram and also a post on the YouTube community feed asking for questions, so make sure to keep an eye out for those next time if you would also like to ask me some questions if we do this again. So I do have baby Ira right here. You can see his little toes. He's laying down chilling. Do you want to say hi? Everybody wants to see you because you're cute. Who doesn't like a nice chunky baby, right? He's a teenage mutant ninja turtle. Aren't you? Sweet boy. Okay, so the first and only question I got over on Instagram is from Blondie Brand. She's one of my YouTube friends. I will link her below if you want to check her out. She says, what are your favorite types of videos to make and what are your favorite types of videos to watch? So my favorite type to make, at least here recently, are like anything that are like kind of sit down and easy to do. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I'm in a little bit of a funk with filming YouTube videos right now. I'm a little bit in a burnout area. It happens a couple times a year. If you make videos on a regular basis, eventually you just get kind of bored of it. It happens. So right now I'm not really like overly enjoying the process. But there are other times when I'm like super into it. And when that happens, like I'm all about like wanting to vlog and like I just want to film everything. Yeah, but if you watch my channel, you see a lot of my content is, you know, mommy and baby related. I do a lot of sit down type stuff, a lot of vlogging, or a fair amount, I would say. Yeah, I don't know. It is kind of like whatever floats my boat and whatever I'm just interested in at the moment. But I think sit down talking videos are probably my favorite ones to do. My favorite ones to watch here recently have been cleaning videos. I don't know why it's so satisfying to watch somebody else clean their house. I'll be honest, I'm like probably one of the worst housekeepers. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I'm not horribly disgusting, but cleaning's not my favorite thing to do. I do it because I have to, not because I want to. So I think about doing cleaning videos, but then I don't do it because I'm like, that would just take something I don't want to do and make it even less fun because I'd have to be concerned with camera angles and getting the right shot. And then these people who do cleaning videos a lot of times do inspirational voiceovers, and I'm like, there's nothing I have inspirational to say about cleaning other than you do it because it's got to get done. Like, I don't know. So, but I've really been enjoying cleaning videos lately. There's a girl I like to watch on YouTube. Her name is Megan Fox. I guess I should say young woman. She is a Mennonite. She's got 2 children. You're giggly. What are you doing? Do giggly boy. She's got 2 kids, and she's been doing some pretty good cleaning videos lately, so I can link her below if you want to go check her out. Okay, so over here on the YouTube community tab, we've got 6 questions to go through. So first one is from Sky Rodrisky. I'm probably horribly pronouncing your name. I'm sorry. First one is, how did you meet your husband? So my husband actually went on a date with my best friend first. They met and they kind of hit it off as friends, but like they weren't interested in each other in that way. Really? Oh my goodness, is that so? You just know all about it, huh? So they were kind of keeping in talk, like, you know, sending goofy chats or whatever, but she'd already gotten back with her ex-boyfriend, and they hadn't known each other long, maybe a week or so, and I was hanging out with her, and he sent her a text about being the spider slayer, and how he'd gotten into the shower and, like, slayed, like, a massive family of spiders or something like that. I don't really remember at this point, but she showed it to me because it was a funny text, and I was like, so who's this guy? And she told me, she's like, oh, you know, we went on, like, one date when me and, you know, my boyfriend were broken up, but, you know, he's not really my type. And, I don't know, we just kind of started talking about him a little bit, and I was like, give him my number. I was like, if he's single, give him my number. Because I need a spider slayer in my life, okay? So she gave him my number, we started talking, and then she kind of, like, orchestrated, like, a little double date thing for us. So we all went to the local bar and met up to play pool. Really? Oh my goodness. My friend and her boyfriend didn't stay long, not more than an hour or so, but my now husband, we stayed there until the bar closed and we had to leave. And then him and I have pretty much been inseparable ever since. he's my best friend. So that is how we met. Number 2, what's your dream vacation? Anything on the beach, really. I lived in North Carolina when I was a little kid, Jacksonville, North Carolina. I'm in Indiana now, but I've not been back to Jacksonville since I was like 7 and we moved away. And so I've always wanted to go back. So I think a beach vacation in Jacksonville, I know that's not like your hot destination spot, but like I've always wanted to go back. So, and I'd like to check out Grandfather Mountain on the way, just because we used to go there when I was a kid. Just kind of like reliving some childhood memories, you know. So, I think that would be nice. And number 3, what's the craziest thing you did when you were a teenager? I read this question I think it was last night when she posted it, and I had to give it some thoughts. Let's see. Well, me and my friend Bailey, who also has a YouTube channel, I'll link her down below. Her and I used to go out and soap other people's cars in the middle of the night when we were teenagers. We'd sneak out of the house and romp around the neighborhood with a bar of soap. One time, and I think this is probably, I don't know, I look back at it and I laugh. It's probably horrible of me. But, okay, so the neighborhood that we lived in was huge. Huge neighborhood. To my understanding, it's like 5 miles all the way around. And it's very confusing. Lots of roads, lots of streets. Easy to get lost. If you don't know the neighborhood and you go in, you're probably not going to come out. Like, it's just nuts. So, but growing up there, like, I knew the place like the back of my hand. I still do. So, we were out running the neighborhood. I don't want to give it away, all, you know, personal information and stuff, but we were out running the neighborhood in the middle of the night, and we seen signs for like a house that was for sale, like, but you know the signs where it's like directing you how to get to that house, right? Like these little tiny flaggers. And so we took those and we pointed them in opposite directions, which meant whoever was trying to find this house was just going to get all kinds of lost. And then we took from like 2 or 3 different houses, we took for sale signs and stuck them in other properties. So I can only imagine like a little kid waking up in the morning and being like, "Mommy, we're not moving anymore." You know, it's probably pretty horrible of me, but I look back on that and kind of laugh. You laugh too. That was funny. That was funny. But the night that we did this, on our last for sale sign that we took out of somebody's yard, one of the neighbors came out and seen us and started yelling at us. And we dropped the sign. I should say I dropped the sign. I was holding it. And we just booked it and took off running. So I don't know what happened with that sign. I'm guessing the neighbor probably went and got it and put it back where it belonged. But yeah, that was pretty scary. we thought we got caught. What else? I don't know. I think we'll just leave it at that for right now. I mean, I did other stuff when I was a kid, but it's not exactly PG-13 if you catch my drift. So moving on to other questions. Okay, Haley Leonard. I feel like I never say your name right either. She's also one of my YouTube friends. She says, first off, love your videos. Thank you. Will you be doing more vlogs soon? Yes, I do like vlogging, but editing vlogs is a lot of work. Oh my goodness. And with the 2 kids, I don't have like a ton of time to edit. Like I need videos that I can edit within like 20 to 30 minutes. So I like vlogging and I will do more vlogs eventually. It's just having the time. Like I can't do them back to back like I used to. Like there's just no way. At least not right now. There's just no time for me to do it like on a weekly basis. And then she gave me some video suggestions, and says she likes my grocery hauls, which I just posted one, so hopefully you got to see it. So, and Aldi is the best, girl. Hopefully your town gets one sometime soon, because Aldi's amazing. So Carrie Moyers says, are you ever nervous doing your videos? How do you deal with haters? I'm not nervous doing my videos anymore. I don't know that I would ever have called myself nervous, though I was uncomfortable in front of the camera. But I just felt really silly because when I very first started YouTube, like I didn't have any subscribers, which meant I would post a video, and I think my first video was up for a week or longer before I even got my first view. and then I got my first view, and then I got nervous. Then I was like, oh my gosh, somebody's seen this, somebody watched this, and you could just see how uncomfortable I was in front of the camera because I really didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know anything about lighting. Obviously, if you go back to like my very first video, first or second, when I was in my trailer, oh my gosh, I knew nothing about lighting. I knew nothing about how to sit in front of the camera, carry a conversation with the camera. Like, I didn't know how to do any of this stuff, and I just looked really awkward and uncomfortable because I wasn't really nervous. It was just more of a fact of like I didn't know what I was doing. So yeah. And how do I deal with haters? It don't really bother me anymore like it used to. Thankfully, I don't get hate comments often. I can't talk. I don't get them often. When I do get them, I just let it roll off my back and I delete the comment. If you are struggling with haters and you're not sure like how to process that information, because it can be very hurtful, I would suggest typing into YouTube how to handle haters. And if your issue is that people are calling you fat, you're a cow, you're a whale, you're getting those comments, go watch a skinny person talking about how to handle, or a thin person, whatever you consider to be a thin person, talking about how to handle haters, and they will probably tell you they're getting the exact same comments. So it doesn't matter what you look like or what you're doing, you're going to get hate comments. Not everybody's going to like you, and that's okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, you get hungry. We got like 2 more questions to get through, and then we'll get a bottle. Does that sound like a plan? Does that sound like a plan? So you're going to get hate comments regardless. It doesn't matter what you look like. And at the end of the day, you have to come to a realization that it's not to do with you. It's to do with the person giving the hate. There's something wrong fundamentally with them. Because there are people I don't like. There are YouTube videos I come across that I don't care for. But I don't feel the need to spew hatred at this person because I don't like their videos, or I don't like their content, or I don't like them. It happens. Same thing out in like the real world. Y'all know, if you've been watching me for a hot minute, I don't like my neighbors, but I don't go over there and spew hate at them and tell them how horrible I think they are. I keep that between me and my husband at home, and I'm nice to them when I see them outside, because that's just like what decent humans do. And just because I don't like them doesn't mean I need to go over there and ruin their day by telling them I don't like them. Do you get what I'm saying? So same thing goes for online. Just because I don't like somebody or their content doesn't mean that I need to go and spew hatred and nastiness at them and ruin their day. I can just move on. Just click off the video. Don't subscribe to the person. Don't watch their content. Don't leave a comment. It's easy to just walk away. And that's something that, you know, I think people just have to learn how to walk away from, especially in like YouTube world, because I mean, it's all fairly new. I mean, growing up, you know, and it should go across the board, but growing up, you'd be told, you know, to not say anything unless you have nothing nice to say at all. But you would think of that in terms of like face-to-face interactions, not the internet. And I guess now we need to like include that and be like, hey, this is across the board. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all, whether you're online, face-to-face, or writing a letter. So anyways, how I handle that, that's how I handle it, like with the emotional part, is at this point it just rolls off my back. I know everybody's getting it, and that speaks more to the person spewing hate than it does to me. That shows their character, not mine. How I handle their comments towards me shows my character. And what I do with comments like that is just delete them, because in my opinion and in my experience, shit attracts flies. You leave the shit on your channel, on your comment section, you're just going to get a bunch of flies, okay? And suddenly people think it's all okay. So if you get a nasty comment, just delete it out and move on with your day. I know it's hard to process emotionally. It can really bother you. And it's okay to feel your feelings, and it's okay to process that, but like try not to dwell on it any longer than you have to, and recognize that everybody's getting it. And then just delete the comment. It's the best thing to do. Kill them with kindness, delete the comment. Don't give them the attention they're searching for. They're looking for a reaction out of you. Don't give it to them, and move on with your day. So that's how I deal with haters. Okay, California Mom. She says, what motivated you to start a YouTube channel? So, I found out that you could get paid to do YouTube. My mom mentioned it to me. There was a girl in a Coca-Cola commercial. Gosh, it was probably like 5 or 6 years ago now. And my mom was over at my house, or my trailer, when I lived in my trailer. And the commercial was on, and my mom made the comment of, oh, did you know that girl does YouTube? And now she's in, like, commercials and gets paid for it. And I was like, what? You get paid for YouTube? Because when YouTube first came out, my first thoughts was, why would somebody want to film themselves? Okay, like, that was my first thoughts. But also, when the iPhone first came out, like, I seen my cousin watching TV on her iPhone, and remember how tiny iPhones were? They weren't this big. They were real tiny. And I remember her watching something on her iPhone, and my thoughts being like, why would you want to watch TV on your phone? And now, like, I'm obsessed, you know, like, the one thing I've learned in my life is never say never. Like, I used to say I would never wear skinny jeans, ew, gross, and now, like, that's what I live in. And when leggings came out, I was like, oh my gosh, I'd never wear leggings, and now I live in leggings, so never say never. But I found out you could get paid for doing YouTube. And my thoughts was, like, how cool would that be to be your career if you could just get paid to do YouTube? So that's why I started it. Just being honest, I started it for the money. I'll be the one out here that tells you that, because I know there's lots of YouTubers out here who will be like, I don't do it for the money. But you notice whenever they take a break, they always come back. I'm quitting YouTube. And then, like, they start, I'm sure their AdSense revenue starts going down, and suddenly they're back on the channel, because guess what? YouTube is, and being your own boss, I mean, it's a lot of work. I'm not going to say it's not, but in my opinion, it's better than having a regular corporate 9-to-5, dealing with other people's crap, customers. I mean, and I got one of those jobs too, because YouTube is not my only form of income, and it took me years to start making money on YouTube. I think I've been on the platform for 5 years now, and it's only been like the last 3 years that I've been making anything substantial. So, and we're talking like over $100, kind of substantial, because you have to make at least $100 in your AdSense account to be able to have it deposited into your bank account. So for the first 2 years, I can remember, like, I would make 10 cents or 50 cents in a month, and I'd go tell my husband, I made 50 cents on YouTube. Like, I was so excited, so proud of myself. And by year 3, I finally started making about $100 every 2 months, and that was getting put into my bank account. And it's just kind of grown since then because of you guys. So thank you so much. Thank you for supporting me and watching my ads. And currently I think I make about $300 a month right now, roughly. It fluctuates, but that's the rough. Never been over 4. So yeah, like, I'm not making enough money to live on, but it's a nice little cushion, a little extra. It's more than pocket change, but a little extra cushion in there every month that my family and I quite enjoy and appreciate. So, but yeah, I mean, for the people who can make YouTube their full-time job, I think that's awesome, and I aspire to be that one day, and maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't, but I'm still thrilled with the little bit that I get. If YouTube stopped paying people to do videos, I would still be on the platform because I do enjoy it. Like, I do enjoy doing YouTube videos, but I wouldn't push myself so hard to make content. Like, if I was feeling a burnout and I just didn't feel like filming, I might disappear for a month or 2 because it wouldn't matter. Like, there wouldn't be, like, I can't say it wouldn't matter, because I do enjoy talking to my subscribers. I do enjoy that. But if I was feeling burnt out and just didn't feel like making content, like, I probably wouldn't push myself so hard to make it unless I just had people specifically asking for something. Whereas right now, like, I need to crank out content if I want to get paid every month. Like, I've got to do it. It's turned into a job. Just like some days I'm kind of excited and looking forward to go to my regular job to see my friends at work, and I'm feeling really pumped and amped about it. And then I've got other days where I'm like, crap, I really don't want to be here, but I show up because I want to get paid. And it's the same thing on YouTube. There's days when I don't want to be here and I don't want to show up, but I do because I want to get paid. So there's that. That's the honest truth. Bailey Marie, my friend I was talking about that we went and, stole people's cars and stole for sale signs. I'll link her below. She says, what's your favorite thing about being a mom? I think making my kids smile. I love watching them laugh and giggle and just get big grins on their faces. And yes, like that. And I just love getting to snuggle them and squish their faces and I don't know, all of it, I guess. There are days that are tiring and stressful and hard, but there are more good days than bad, and I don't know, like, I wish I would have started having kids earlier in life so that I could have had more of them. Like, I know I could have had more kids. I could have had kids into my 30s, but it just, that that goes into a whole other subject list. But I don't know. It's a hard question to answer and pinpoint one thing, but I love it. I love seeing them grow and change, and how like one month they look like me and the next month they look like their dad, and their personalities, and all of it. It's all good stuff. I mean, I could do without the temper tantrums, but that's just part of it. But it's all good stuff. And then my very last question from Growing Up Gorgeously: what are your husband's and your family's thoughts of you being on YouTube? They don't care. My husband has made it very clear that he's not really interested in being on the channel. I used to try to put him in vlogs and have him say hi and stuff, but he's really just come out and be like, look, I don't like this. And that's fine. I have to respect it. He doesn't want to be on camera. Every now and then he'll be in a clip because of something I'm filming and he just happens to be there, but he really tries to not be in the film. There's a lot of times when I'm in the middle of filming and he'll be trying to come through a room and he'll like stop and wait and stare at me, and so I'll have to like take a break and be like, it's okay, you can walk past, like I'll edit this out, you won't be in it. He doesn't like being on camera, he doesn't like getting his pictures taken. It's just not his thing, and he doesn't want to be a part of it, and that's okay. I have to respect that. And it's okay for me to have my own hobbies that he's not like, you know, involved in. But as far as me doing YouTube, he's like 100% supportive of me. He has no issues with it. He likes the little extra chunk of money we make every month off of YouTube. So it doesn't bother him at all. My family, they don't care. Some of them think it's cool. Some of them, it's not really a big deal to anybody other than really me. But nobody really has a negative opinion on it, if that's what you're asking. So that's everything for the questions. So thank you guys so much for asking questions. This was fun to do, so I would definitely like to do another one. So definitely keep a lookout for Instagram or YouTube community posts for the next time I ask questions for a Q&A, if you guys are interested in me doing one. And if you happen to have any questions, you can feel free to leave them in the bottom bar of this video, their comments. Yeah, leave them here, leave them on Instagram or wherever, and we can definitely do another one. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy, and I hope to catch you guys in my next video.